How's it going, good people? Today on the agenda, we're going to be doing a C# quiz because sometimes you really want to test how much you really know. And also to be able to show you these type of things exist online. So if you want to assess your skills or kind of do a crash course and try to know what to study up on, this is one way to do it. So you can find many of these type of skills available online at various websites, and then you just go and take them, and then they tell you how well or poorly you did. My name is Kenny, and this is Tech Talk with RHT Services. Now, what I have pulled up is the W3 Schools website, and they have a C# quiz to which you can take and basically assess your abilities. So this one says you get 1 point for each correct answer. At the end of the quiz, you will get a total score. The maximum score is 25 points. Let's begin. All right, so it says, what is the correct syntax to output hello world in C#? We will do the console.writeLine. This is for, if I'm not mistaken, Java. This is C++, and this would be for JavaScript. This is C#. C++ is an alias of, C# is an alias of C++. That is false. How do you insert comments into C# code? So you use the // This would be technically in some ways correct, but not fully correct, because this is the beginning of a comment block. And since it doesn't have a closing tag on it, that's why I'm not selecting it. Which data type is used to create a variable that should store text? That would be a string. How do you create a variable with the numeric value of 5? So it would be a int of 5. How do you create a variable with the floating number 2.8? So it would be a double 2.8. Really, there is a, if I'm not mistaken, there's a C# type called float. But I'm not sure why that's not there. So I'm going to go with this one. That would be the next best guess of the options available. Which property can be used to find the length of a string? It is the capital L. Yeah, property. So property is the context. So yeah, it would be L. Which operator is used to add together two values? The plus sign, the ampersand. Not sure why you would have that there, and that's a wildcard, so that wouldn't be it. The value of a string variable can be surrounded by single quotes. It can if that single value is a char, which means it would be a single character, but otherwise I would say no, it would need to be double quotes. Typecasting is when you assign a value of one data type to another data type. True. Which operator can be used to compare two values? That would be the double equal sign. The single equal sign assigns the value, not comparison. To declare an array in C#, define the variable with, I believe it is the curly braces. Array indexes start with 0. Never starts with 1. And to be honest, I don't think in any programming language that I'm aware of, indexes start with 1. How do you create a method in C#? You would do my method with the parentheses. How do you call a method? You would call the method in the same way. Which keyword is used to create a class in C#? It would be class. Well, that's not a keyword. This is the distinguishing difference, because this has parentheses, and parentheses are not a keyword. So that's why this one would be the correct answer out of those two. What is the correct way to create an object called myObj of my class? So create a my class, myObj equals new my class. It would be this one. This one is not correct because it uses the keyword, and you cannot use that as a, you gotta define what this variable type is. And so yes, it is a class, but a class of what? And so that's why these two are not correct. And then this is not correct because you can't assign, the new operator will go on the right of the equal sign, not to the left. So that's why that one's not correct. In C#, it is possible to inherit fields and methods from one class to another. That is true. What is the name of the special class that represents a group of constants? It would be an enum, because const is not a class. It is a modifier of an existing property. So it would have to be enum is what I'm thinking they're looking for in this one. Which operator is used to multiply numbers? That would be the asterisk or star, depending on who you ask. Which access modifier makes the code only accessible within the same class? That would be private. How do you start writing how do you start writing an if statement in C#? So it would be if, and then the condition would be contained inside of parentheses. How do you start writing a while loop in C#? So you would do while condition, yeah, this one here. So while keyword, and then the condition inside of parentheses. Which keyword is used to return a value inside of a method? You would be return, self-explanatory. Which statement is used to stop a loop? So, technically, return can stop a loop as well as break. So I'm not sure about this one, because if you're in the loop and a certain condition is met, then you can return out of that loop, assuming that loop is contained within a function. But I'm thinking it's probably saying if this is not within a function, which everything is technically within a function. I'm going to go with break on this one, although it could be return depending on the use case or the implementation. All right, this is the last question, and I got 24 out of 25. Okay, that's pretty good. It took me 6 minutes, 20 seconds. If I wasn't doing this video, it'd probably be a little bit shorter. All right, let's check the answers. See which one that I got incorrect. So to declare an array in C#, define the variable with, I said the brackets. No, I said the braces. It should have been the brackets. Okay. But all the other ones I got correct. So I would say this is some of these questions, I will be honest, are somewhat tricky, but if you kind of pause and think about them, kind of talk through them like how I did here in the video, you would be able to get through them, and I don't think it would be much trouble to do that. Now, I will probably do some other quizzes like this in other programming languages here, because as you see on the left here, we got various other topics here. Math, HTML, CSS, I know some JavaScript, but not a lot. SQL, MySQL, I'm not a Python person. I know some PHP, Bootstrap, and whatnot. So those will be future videos that you'll probably see here on the channel in the near future. If you have any comments or questions about this particular video as it relates to taking a quiz in C# or anything else related to technology, feel free to drop a comment down below. Also, please be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. More content is available on rhtservices.net if you are interested in reading up on that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.